All right, good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to bring you a very important update on Chainlink. There's going to be lots to talk about in today's video, okay? We're going to run through some technical analysis, talk about what I see happening both short-term and long-term, talk about the on-chart and off-chart factors in news stories that you need to be aware of with Chainlink and the greater market as a whole. So, if you like the sound of that, folks, I want to ask you to do me a favor and do yourself a favor, really, by subscribing, comment, sharing, and hitting that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. Because look, I was ringing the alarm bells on Chainlink saying we broke out bullishly out of this several month long descending triangle, saying we're likely to explode. I didn't mean to move that. That's okay. And look, if you would have gotten in there once we made our video, you could run up on Chainlink, yeah, just about over 80%. So, folks, do yourself a favor, subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell icon to be notified of new uploads. Now, folks, enough of that nonsense. What is happening with Chainlink? We broke down, we're pumping again. What's going on? Well, we were in this ascending triangle. We broke down bearishly. Is this a bear trap? Why did we pump? Well, the reason why we pump, I think, is because of Greyscale. So the news came out today that Greyscale is offering 5 new trusts to invest in different cryptos, including Chainlink. So Chainlink, Filecoin, LivePeer, Basic Attention Token, and Mana are now under Greyscale management. For those who don't know, Greyscale is one of the largest crypto investment funds. I believe they're the largest holder of Bitcoin, or the largest fund that's holding Bitcoin. There's also rumblings, rumors that they will one day soon also go into Aave, Cosmos, Polkadot, Monero, and Cardano. Big deals, big things, folks. And that is why I believe we're seeing this pump with Chainlink. Now, a few off-chart things that we need to actually let's keep talking about the on-chart stuff here. So I want to mention what I believe are the most important support levels, because we may get rejected, we may break down. There's no guarantee that we're going to hold and go back within our ascending triangle here. So let's say we do find rejection. Where could we find support? Well, I think the $27 level has been a very key level. We're constantly testing this level and not breaking down from $27 to about $27.70 here. Nice spike in volume, the 236 Fibonacci level. So this has been a constant area of support, even historically. Every time we try to break down, I don't want to widen this too much, but like from about 27 to about 2780, nice range of support for Bitcoin. Spike in volume, fib level there, very price reactive zones. Let's say we break down. I think that's our next stop. Now, I think the 382, if we break down further, around $26 is our next stop. If we correct further, because if we take the bottom of these of this impulse to the top, we get the 382 level that could act as support. And for those who don't know, fib levels do act as, or can act as support whenever we correct. So that's why we look at them. Now, another interesting thing here on the daily. Look at the 100 EMA on the daily. Twice now, we have found support on the 100 EMA on the daily every time we've tried to correct and break down. So moving forward, it's going to be a very relevant level. The 100 EMA on the daily is currently just above $23, $23.40 at this moment. Let's take a look at our indicators to try and get a sense of what's going on and kind of some of the important stuff here. So let's begin by looking at the daily. Daily starting to look strong, folks. Look at this histogram ticking up on the MACD. Weighted MACD starting to curve up. Weighted MACD acts as a leading indicator on the regular MACD. Stochastic RSI, great for understanding shifts in trends. Typically acts as a leading indicator on the regular MACD. Has had a bullish crossover in the oversold region. Very good to see. Now, something very interesting to note here on the RSI is we can draw a resistance line here that once we see continuation above this purple and red resistance line here, I think that will be very telling for trying to time and gauge when we see the next major impulse for Chainlink here. So daily starting to look strong. Let's take a look at the 12-hour continuation. Everything looks strong all the way around. Let's take a look at the 6-hour bullish crossover of the MACD. Everything strong all the way around. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Even the 1 hour is seeing some strength here. So I think moving forward, for us to remain short-term bullish, we want to remain and hold within this ascending triangle above this green line here and really get above $30. Nice psychological level. We're getting rejected off it currently. It's a nice historically price reactive significant range. So getting above $30 in this green support line here is key for us seeing bullish continuation. Let's say we break out bullishly above $32. If we break out bullishly above $32, where could we go? Well, I think, folks, in the short term, $42 to $44 could make a lot of sense and be our next stop if we break above $32. Why? If we take the height of this ascending triangle, move it to the breakout point, that takes us to about $42, just above 42. We also have the 786 Fibonacci extension level just below $44. So $42 to $44 is my price target if we can break above and hold $32 kind of in the short to medium term here. So that's what I'm looking out for. Now, another interesting things that you need to keep an eye out for, folks. You got to stay tuned to this channel. We're constantly distilling and bringing you guys the most important factors that you need to understand. The reason why I'm talking fast is because there's so much to talk about. I don't want to make these videos an hour long. Believe me, I can definitely talk for an hour straight. But bottom line, folks, it's important to look at the pairings with Bitcoin and Ethereum, not just the US dollar value of whatever cryptocurrency you're looking at, because looking at the pairings, you can anticipate hidden support and resistance levels that you might not have seen if you were just looking at the US dollar value. For example, I had drawn this wedge slash, ascending, descending triangle from way back when, and we found support exactly where it predicted. And if you'd just been looking at the US dollar value of Ethereum, or sorry, of Chainlink, who knows if you would have anticipated finding potential support here. But if you had been following the Chainlink Bitcoin pairing, you could have this could have potentially acted as further confirmation of a potential support and floor for Chainlink at these levels. Now, if we continue to see a rally in Chainlink here, and if we continue to see us try and retest this red resistance level, that's going to be a factor that helps Chainlink continue to push up and continue to break out bullishly if we see Chainlink start to rally against Bitcoin. As well, the Chainlink Ethereum pairing, if we can break above this key level of 178, kind of the VPVR point of control where the most volume is being moved around, and retest this region and breaking above this this ascending triangle here, and this wedge here will be very challenging for trying to understand in time the next big major impulse for Chainlink. So understanding how we react off this wedge and how we react off this ascending triangle will be very important moving forward to try and time the next big movement for Chainlink. As well, folks, the Bitcoin dominance chart. This is always a very important chart to look at. For those who don't know, Bitcoin dominance is the total value of Bitcoin in comparison to the total value of all cryptocurrencies. So right now, Bitcoin is worth 61.47% of the entire cryptocurrency market space. Whenever we see Bitcoin dominance start to rally, that's going to place the dampers on the altcoins pumping. Whenever we see Bitcoin dominance start to fall, that's going to allow the altcoins, or should tell you, the altcoins have further gas in their tank to continue pumping. We've been continually flirting with a very important, very significant level of 60% in Bitcoin dominance. Once we see Bitcoin dominance start to have daily candles close below 60%, folks, that is your cue that altcoin season, or at least a version, maybe altcoin preseason is here. And we haven't seen anything yet, folks. All this pumping that we've been getting with the altcoins has been in sideways movement with Bitcoin dominance. What do you think is going to happen once we have a sharp decline in Bitcoin dominance? Folks, these pumps we've seen is nothing yet. That's why I sometimes find it humorous when people panic sell 5-10% dips, because this market is so long-term bullish, and we still even have not fallen out of our key range in Bitcoin dominance. So we've been moving in this range from about 60% to about 65% in Bitcoin dominance. I think it's just a matter of time before we start to break down. And once we break down below 60%, and specifically 57%, folks, when's the last time we fell below 57%? It was back in 2019, back in May, back in June, folks. If we break down below these key levels, that is going to be a factor that helps the altcoins, or should be a factor that tells you the altcoins are ready to continue pumping. Now, if we look at the previous cycle, we see that Bitcoin dominance fell down to 35-36%. I think something similar could happen this time around. So I still think we have a lot of ways to go before this bull run is over. Now, another very important off-chart factor that you guys need to be aware of is the number of new addresses, or number of receiving addresses of Chainlink moving into new addresses. Okay, that typically represents more people hodling Chainlink. So whenever we see a spike in that, that's good. That's typically a bullish indicator. Another very important off chart or on-chain factor that you guys need to be aware of, and why I'm not worried about any correction in the short term, is because of these charts here. So what is this chart? This is the net unrealized profit and loss chart for Bitcoin. Historically speaking, this has been a very good chart for for timing and calling local tops and cycle tops of market cycles. So whenever we enter this blue euphoria zone, essentially means we're making too much money too fast and it's unsustainable, very precarious, and historically has been good at calling those tops of the local tops and cycle tops. So until we enter those blue euphoria regions, I'm not worried at all about this market. Once we do, we'll definitely be letting you guys know on this channel and in our Discord. Link to join our Discord down in the description below. Another very important chart, the realized hodl ratio. Another good chart that historically has been very good at calling those local and cycle tops. Until we enter this red region, I'm not too worried about kind of a local or cycle top. So, folks, over the long term, what do I think is going to happen with Chainlink? I like to say I think Chainlink has a very good chance of entering the low hundreds of dollars, but ultimately nobody knows that for sure. I don't know that for sure. I'm selling based off time frames and not so much specific price targets. Come September, come October, that is when I'm scaling out of my long-term positions, regardless of price action. So whether Chainlink's at $50, $100, or $1,000 come September, October, that is when I'm scaling out of my long-term positions. My plan is to move into stable coins and stake them on something like BlockFi for a year, earning interest. Folks, by the way, if you're hodling crypto, you might as well earn interest. Earn interest on something like BlockFi, where you can stake your Ethereum, you can stake your stable coins and earn like 5-6% depending on the cryptocurrency you're looking at. Link to join BlockFi down in the description below. So my plan is to move into stable coins, earn interest, and then buy back into the market 1 year after September, October this year. So September, October 2022 is when I'll be buying back into the market and looking to sell everything. Probably summer 2025, and then retire. Move to a beach somewhere and just fish for the rest of my days. I don't even know how to fish, folks. But bottom line, folks, if you want to know why I'm saying September, October, join our Discord. Link for that down in the description. I posted a chart by Trading Shot. Trading Shot broke down the Bitcoin cycles. Bitcoin moves in these 4-year cycles because of the Bitcoin halvings. Based off the last halving we've had, we're looking to reach our top September, October this year. So I'm trying to think, have I mentioned all the things I want to talk about? I do think so, folks. I do think so. Now, I'll leave you all with this. So, Jerome Powell, I believe it's the Ched Fairman in the United States, is going to be talking about interest rates later today. So, depending on what he says, he might spook the market. If we see, if the stock market tanks or moves quickly, that could be a factor that helps to negatively impact Bitcoin and thus the crypto market. So, that's just a factor to be aware of. But yeah, look, bottom line, folks, those are all the interesting things you need to know about. If you like this video, do not forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell to be notified of new uploads. If you want to support us directly, join our Patreon. Link for that down in the description. You'll get access to our VIP Discord where we talk about low cap gems, interesting setups, and very helpful resources. That's enough for me. I've rambled on quite long enough. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care, folks.